Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, today we have an extra special long show because we are playing through as live. I feel this map deserves it. It is as beautiful and as well designed as it is frustrating. If you check the workshop comments, there are a couple of people there saying the map is broken for them, and it's not broken for me, but I can see why it is broken for them, and we will be covering it because otherwise it might be broken for you too. Don't want to waste your time now. So if you like having all your bases covered, if you like having every other part of yourself covered as well, yes, it's your daily reminder. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you very much for your support. Today's map is Tropical Symmetry by Yorique. Yes, as you can tell, we have a nice symmetrical map, and it is indeed really nice. Tropical because we are using the vanilla tropical theme. There's your symmetry in the start square as well, very symmetrical. And we've got a lot networking down already, which might upset a few of you. Resources are in splodges in the right spots as well, definitely accessible. And if we head off to the workshop, you'll see we require absolutely nothing at all. Realistic 1.2 LUT we are using, and I've already told you we're using the vanilla tropical theme. So let's go to that previously recorded live fly through. And so down to map level. Now this is a map full of absolutely wonderful things and absolutely dreadful things at the same time. So do bear with me during this review because I'm really swooning and I'm going to be swooping as well. This is one of those black and white ones. So first of all, down at this level, if you are new to the game, you'll notice that we have got some zigzags going on, going at really sharp points going. This is the way that the game renders when you are pushing the game to the limits. We have got some really sharp lines going along here, and the map is built on a grid of squares, small 8x8 meter squares. And if you draw a straight line at an angle across those squares, well, once you get in close, the game is very good at rendering these as straight lines. But when you're pulled back at a distance and at a particular angle, well, it tries its best, and what we get are these zigzags. I'm not marking the map down on these zigzags because of the way that the game renders, and because we are pushing it to its limit. We shouldn't. The thing is, when would you ever see this map from this angle? You're going to be doing a lot of your screenshots from a lot closer. So I'm pointing that out to start off with. Then we're going to start off by following the roads in, and we're going to find a minor detailing error that I think I could live with as a map as a whole. If we pull up and show you the map as the whole, you can see that we are centering on the 25 tiles. We've got symmetry outside of the 25 tiles very clearly, which is why I'm going to point this one out, but I can live with this one. This first set of bridges are not perfectly aligned. Now, that doesn't mean they're not symmetrical. They're not symmetrical with each other, these two bridges, but if every other set of bridges on the map look like this, or a mirror of this, then that is fine. So we'll go across to the same set of bridges in this corner of the map, the very first bridge, and you can see the pillars are perfectly aligned there. We go into this corner of the map, and this one here, the bridges are also perfectly aligned, and if we go into the corner over here, the bridges here are also very, very perfectly aligned. Also recording us live today, so you will hear a lot of button bashing as I fly across the environment, which normally you will have edited out, but I can't edit it out because I'm recording live. You're getting this on my voice mic. Anyway, we'll now nip across here. You'll see this zigzag line along here will clean up as we approach this island, and that's fine. I can deal with it. There you go, sharp lines as we go. That is about the best we can do, I'm afraid. Now we're on an island which is down. This is a resource islands. This one, I think this is fertile. I'm pretty sure it's fertile, this land. I'm not going to take a quick check. Then, in terms of road and we'll do road and rail simultaneously. In fact, I'm not going to cover the rail in any great detail on this particular map, but I will point this one out. You might say, because it's a stylized map, that the rail having a big drop down like this and into the tunnel again is a big drop down. Is that okay because it's a style map? It's an art map? Well, it's up to you to decide. I still think that this could be smoothly sloped down and it wouldn't take anything away from the symmetry of the map, as long as every other rail has the same symmetry. I think that's a bit of a shortcut going on there. So yes, I basically disagree with that one, but you might think otherwise. Is that a dead end under there? Is that a dead end under there? It is. Right, well, that's good to know that the rail ends right there. Well, we've covered the rail. The rail ends in the industry area, just in case you needed to know. Now, the next thing, this is where the map's biggest sins come into play. And in the comments, there are a lot of people that can't run the map. It breaks. And why? Well, have a look at these roads here. See these roads here? These are Industries DLC roads. And if you don't have Industries DLC, this map simply will be broken. Could get worse though. It could get worse. And I promise you, it does. So, you need Industries DLC for this map. We'll come up here and we'll follow the roads a little bit further along. Next, we have this, and again, in an ordinary map, I would argue for that road going straight across. You wouldn't build this bow around here. It's a waste of concrete. It's too expensive. But this is a stylized map. It's a symmetry map, and I'm okay. Actually, I like it. I think it's aesthetically very pleasing indeed. So good for you. We got 3 lanes splitting into 6, which normally I have a big moan about. Again, on this map, I don't mind it so much. I don't mind it so much at all. I still think it could be cleaner. You know, 3 lanes into 5 or even to 4. But it's not a disaster. Then, if I come down here, I'm going to show you this stacking interchange. Come down here, and if you have a look, we have no pillars in the highways at all. That is great work. In fact, if I come down to the second tier, come into second tier here, exactly the same, no pillars in the highways, and the third tier, no pillars in the highway there. All the slopes and the ramps seem perfectly within tolerance and believable, and I like this. This is very sweet. And of course, it's not the only occurrence of it on the map. It's superbly done. You see, everything about this map is shades of brilliance and evil at the same time. 6 lanes into 3. Again, I would normally come down like a ton of whatever on that, but on this map, I don't mind it at all. Then we have this ramp, which is... First of all, look how steep it is. Secondly, as you're coming up here, yes, it's a symmetry map, so this really shouldn't matter at all. But you're coming up the ramp, and then you're having to do an acute turn onto a highway. So a hard right onto... That isn't pretty. And let me show you how steep this ramp is. So we come down to street level. Again, Industries DLC streets here. Watch this. Watch this. I'm going to... up here. And we clip through it as we drive up. That is how steep that ramp is. You can't even drive in first person without clipping through it. That is not pretty. Next thing, and a credit again for where it's due. This is, technically speaking, dreadful. Technically speaking. Not actually speaking. Because what we have here is a bump. And normally I would say there's no reason for it. But if every corner of the map has this bump, around to this side. Here we go. Same point over on this side. Look, we have the same bump. And again, can't really see it for the trees, sorry about that. Same point over here, we have the same bump. That is symmetry. Okay, I'm very pleased. That is good work. Very difficult to get such symmetry, and that is superb work. So yes, normally, yeah, mark that down. This map, I'm marking it up. Well done. Now we go across here, we'll follow the road again. It bows around in an unrealistic form, but it's an unrealistic map until we reach this intersection, which again is very beautiful. Look at that. Look at the way the road's split into 3, and then you just choose the route you want to go, and the exit that you need. We'll go up and over and back down again. It swoops beautifully. Then we're going to break away from our complementary highway, the one that goes in the opposite direction. That has gone off in the other direction completely. We'll come across here, and we are entering the start square now. This is the start square island. Across here. Now, these bridges, again, symmetry, yes. Would I have liked to have seen that bridge cover go all the way down to the bottom? I don't know. I don't know whether I like the halfway finish or not. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I just haven't got a... Tell me in the description, do you think that should have gone to the bottom, or do you like the way that it stops halfway? I don't know. Now, next big sin is coming up right now, and this sin, we come down here, have a look at these roads. You spot tram tracks. I spot tram tracks, which means that for this map, you need not only the Industries DLC, you are going to need, wait for it, Snowfall DLC. So, Industries and Snowfall both missing off of the workshop requirements list. We'll nip around here, we'll take a sharp right here, and we'll head down in towards our asset review section. And today we're having a look at the Alman Çeşmesi, the German fountain, Istanbul, Turkey, by RACCOON. Hopefully I've got the pronunciation about right there. Thank you, Google. And you're going to be stunned by the level of detailing when we get really in close. I'm really suitably impressed. I'm also suitably impressed by the Duke of Wellington. Factoids, because Factoids, he began his last affair at the age of 83. Good grief. Where do they get all the energy from? They look at the detailing in there. Look at that. I mean, who's going to see that? It's beautiful. Alman Çeşmesi, the German fountain, Istanbul, Turkey, by RACCOON. Today's asset of the day. Stunning, stunningly beautiful work. Well done, RACCOON. Thank you very much. And back to the roads. We're going to take a quick shortcut across the grass here. Don't need to follow the road around. You can see where we're going to go. We're going to back onto the highway from whence we left. And now we're heading back in towards the city centre. And the city centre, which is a beautiful intersection. The one that is in the thumbnail. You are going to like this one. Wait. What is this? What is this road? I don't know what this road is, but it's not vanilla. I genuinely, actually, honestly don't... I don't recognise this. Is this bus lanes, maybe? Don't know. I genuinely don't know. Stick it in the comments if you recognise that road, because we do kind of need to know. One thing I will point out I do recognise, and that is we have a two-way highway here, which is one of two things. Either that is network extensions 2 or mass transit. So let's eliminate it. There's a very quick way of finding out. I'm going to use net picker, and we'll just select that. We'll just build a little bit of that road down here. Oh, we're underground. How lovely. Okay, so well, we're below the ground. I'm now going into tunnel mode, and then tunnel mode, and then we'll bring it back up to there. Out of time. Right, if this tunnel is rendered, then it's mass transit. Sorry, if this tunnel is rendered, it's network extensions 2. If it's not rendered, it's mass transit. It's not a rendered tunnel, therefore you also need mass transit DLC. So now it's Industries And hang on a second, we need to sort this one out. Delete. What is wrong with this? Boom, there we go. Now we're sorted, and we go underground. Got you. Lovely. So we're missing 3 lots of DLC at the very least, and maybe more. I haven't even got all of the DLC active, so there might actually be bits of this map that I'm missing. I do not know. This intersection, however, is very slick indeed. Again, we've gone 3 lanes into 3 here, 3 different roads, and they are all going off in various directions. Very slick. We do have street light clipping though. A little bit here, a little bit there, across. There we go, some over here as well. So yes, it's just a little bit tight, this one. Just a little bit tight on height. But it's close. And overall, I think beautifully chosen intersection. Well done. So that's about it. If I pull back, we'll take our little intermission. We'll come back and we'll check out the shipping routes and the water flow. There's still plenty to talk about with this map. Don't go away.
Fed up with vanilla or ploppable parking lots in your city? Wondering what Bonnie Day's Parking Lots Roads is all about? Then you need BonBonB's Parking Lots tutorial. Click the information button below.
And so on to the shipping routes. Now the first thing I'm going to point out is, I don't know what's going on here, but we've got, this is a custom cargo ship that I subscribed to. I didn't even know I had this, okay? And it is very nicely spawned, but it seems to be stuck here. I don't know why it would be stuck there. What concerns me about it is, if we come across to a different corner of the map, we've got 2 stuck there, and I don't even know if we've got even any more of them. Let's have a look down here. Yeah, we've got 1 stuck here. I don't know what is going on with that. That is quite bothering. I don't see any of the vanilla ships like this guy here, who's going to basically go crashing through the pillars. We've got pillars and shipping routes throughout the map, and you'll also notice we do have some, I'll have a little look round, we'll find one in a moment. We do have some shipping routes through bridges that are also too low as well. But I don't know what is the cause of this. We come out of here again, down to level there. And if I just go into that mode, so there's our shipping boat. It is a custom item that, you know, I've completely blissfully unaware that I had it. And if I click on that, it's transporting. So it is actually, it should be moving. It should be moving. Maybe it is. Is that moving? Are we just moving too slow? Maximum speed 100 kilometers an hour. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, we've got them all stuck on these corners, so maybe there's a problem with custom shipping issues. I don't know. Water flow. Let's do water flow. We haven't done the water flow yet. The water flow. Now, if I pull up and go to the center of the map, you'll see here we have got strong water spawn points in each of the 4 corners of the central island. That is pushing water through and out and away, and that is a good design feature that will work excellent for the water. And just to let you know, when you first launch the map for the very first time, the water takes a long time to settle down. There'll be flooding across the map until the water finds its resting point. So just be aware of that. If you're loading the map, it will take a little time to settle down, but it will settle down eventually. Alright, let's have a quick one last float across the map and have a look at other things that I quite like. Things like the fact that not all of the islands are of the same level. So up here we have some higher points up here to look down upon the city, as that's a nice little touch there as well. Question marks on these roads. I'm not so sure on some of these roads, you know. Yes, and all told, I think it's a really nice designed map. And in terms, if you want to have a one-time play of a map, just to get stuck in, and I'm in the forestry. Look how dense the forestry. Come over here and have a look at that. Forestry, down to street level. That is dense forestry, okay? I mean, it's so dark in amongst these trees, across the road, and then into the forests again. That is intense density. I like it. Little glimpses of sunlight showing through. Almost thinking that this is almost the screenshot. I might even go with that for the screenshot. You know, I was toying with doing the main intersection in the middle, but that's just a road, isn't it? So anyway, what do you think of this map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. It does count. Oh, by the way, little bits of blue mantle. If you do see them, where it's I was getting a lot of this at the start, or when I loaded up as well. It was only when I reloaded the game and freed up a bit of RAM that we didn't get. I had huge amounts of blue mantle originally. But yes, that was just a RAM issue. With freeing up all the RAM, we just managed to cut a lot of this blue mantle out from just the hard edge blue mantle, that is. So yes, your chance to vote on the map. 1-star map, 5-star map, somewhere in between. Your vote does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Let me find a nice little bit of copse that we get a little bit of sunlight shining through. Ah, beautiful. Can we actually see the sky? We can. Oh, hang on, let me I want to get a really nice screen. How about something like no. I think we've got to just look along the ground like that. There you go, that's our screenshot. What do I think aesthetically? I think this map is all about the design of the symmetry. I think it couldn't have been any better done if they tried. That said, it doesn't get the 5th star because I still feel that there was a little bit of room for a little bit more polish, given we've used all these DLC roads, with just a little bit of foliage here and there to add a little bit of extra wow to the map. Didn't need a lot, just a little patch here and there maybe. So I'm going to give it a very high 4 stars for aesthetics. For detailing, this is a problem for me. I once again think it has been done really well. We have got some streetlight clipping. We do have some questionable interchanges in terms of the sharpness and the steepness of them. We do have the plummeting railway, and we do have the non-perfectly aligned bridges. But a lot of these things you say on a map like this don't really matter at all. But then you have the workshop and the requirements list on the workshop, which would include the 3 lots of DLC and possibly more. Here's the problem. Detailing does extend out to the workshop and including the requirements lists, because then details would be missing. In this case, a little bit more than that. And because of missing details, if you don't have the full requirements, I can't even... I've got to give it 2 stars. Because that is a huge detailing error. Gameplay potential. This is the big one. Okay? Personally, 4 stars I think this is worth. I think it's a one-time playthrough, but I think you can have a long playthrough on this one. A lot of you will say I don't like so much networking. I understand that. I do understand that. But in terms of one-time play, yes, I think it would be a very good one-time play. 4 stars. But, and this is the big one, if you don't have the DLC requirements, which this map definitely has, this map will be broken. And similarly to the people on the workshop who have commented that this map does not load, you'll be wasting your time like they have been wasting their time. And wasting somebody's time makes me very cross indeed. So, for that, it would get 1 star. But it is a very playable map. So I have got that combination of it deserves 4 stars, but it also deserves 1 star. Now I am going to finally, well, it depends on, only you know if you've got the DLC. I've got to give it an official score, and for that, because I feel the importance of it being playable for all, if I was to give this 3 stars, argument's sake, that would be the BonBonB pass. Yeah, it'd be fine. Go ahead and play it. I can't give it the pass because you need to have invested in extra DLC, and a lot of people won't have. I can't give it a pass mark. It has to get 2 stars from me. It would get the 1 star because, if I was in the bitter mood, but it is a very playable map. Honestly, from me, if the workshop page contained all of the information, this map would get the BonBonB seal of approval, no question. As it doesn't have all the information, it gets a serious slap on the wrist. So there we are, Tropical Symmetry by yorique. A really nice map, if you've got everything that you need. And so that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for the Steam Weekly Chart Show, where we check out the top 20 assets from this last 7 days. Thank you very much to all of the guys over on Patreon for supporting me on this channel. You are an absolute sending from the gods, you are. Old map on the screen now if you want to go and check it out. I promise you that is a good map today. A really good map today. And of course, other things you can watch too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you very, very soon.